So I like to solve time paradoxes, and The Tomorrow War is a film that I really like. It's great sci-fi, it's time travel, it's, I don't know what the hell is wrong with my phone right now. What the hell is wrong with my phone? What the hell happened to my case? It's all bent. Anyway, The Tomorrow War, it's great sci-fi. The alien species are just fucking spooky. So it's got its horror to it. It's got a good state of comedy to balance it. And yeah, I love solving time paradoxes. And so the machine, it's destroyed at the end of the film. Chris Pratt's sent back in time, and the machine would be redeveloped. It would be, looped. So it's looped until they win the war. But they never explained this, and I think that was a lost opportunity. Fuck. This thing was expensive. It was like fucking $45. Anyway, so the machine is looping, right? Muri's life is linear. Um, they, Chris Pratt too. So he abandons his family, right? He would abandon his family then to die, because it's hinted about the father of Chris Pratt that says that he abandoned his family after PTSD from Vietnam War, right? And so he abandons his family. This turmoil sets up like an implication that Chris Pratt then comes back consistently and has PTSD. So then he leaves, he dies. This gets him drafted again. So he's cycling. He's going in a time loop too. So it's like two time loops together. And Muri, it's hinted in the film, like why he leaves, would then be to be drafted so that Muri can be educated and develop the pathogen. So when the people initially come back and they're in the, was it at a football field or something? It's some sort of sports field, I forget. But so they come back, they would educate Muri. And this whole thing is to develop this pathogen that they would then leave behind for Muri as she grows up. And this would be like, top secret shit. And she time loops in that way by sending information back to develop her education so that she can develop the pathogen, hand it to her father so that when he comes back, he has a purpose, defeating the war, the future war, and then stays with the family. And he doesn't have PTSD, or he knows that he doesn't need to die to get drafted. So he would have killed himself. It says that he dies in a car accident, but realistically, he would have, driven into something or another car or whatever, had the accident on purpose. I think that's what I wanted to say. Clean my phone. So I have no idea what the hell happened in my case. I've super glued this thing back together. It tore here, 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 and it's holding really pretty decently. I'll have to put some more in there, but come on. Is this empty? Or just sealed? They don't give you a full vial of this. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I think it's empty. What else is there to talk about that film? If I could maintain a constant thought process, because my nose and nasal cavities are ridiculously clogged right now. But Muri wouldn't know that he's killing himself to be drafted. So, like I said, Muri's life is linear. You have the time loop of the machine, the time machine, and then you have the father time looping to work with her on the cure. Though he doesn't really necessarily do anything of value for helping the cure. I think it's more or less that this is about solving the PTSD issue that she wants to work with him, so when he finally is sent back after the pathogen's created, that he won't abandon the family. And because there's no reason why he would abandon them other than the hint of the PTSD from his father and his abandonment issues. He would not replicate that unless there was a purpose. It's dry. Almost. This thing is really cool though. It's like, I don't know, heat compressed nylon fiber. It's not carbon fiber. I don't know what it is. Some sort of nylon or something. The only issue is it's really slippery. I love this phone. I wish they would still make these. I want one of these, the SE, with square sides. It's way too slippery. It's just the perfect iPhone. Like, this is the perfect iPhone. And it's beautiful, it's elegant. It just needs square sides like the iPhone 5 had. And they're making them, but they don't have the thumbprint scanner. It's all facial recognition now. And I hate facial recognition. I do not want my phone scanning my fucking face. There's too much insecurity. There's too much of a threat because of deep faking. It would be way too easy if somebody stole my phone to unlock it. Just say, taking a video of, like me right now, they could just go to my YouTube, steal my phone, and unlock my phone. Also, I have a big issue with just, because I am a time theorist and physicist, the way that I think, because of that, also that film, you know, in correlation, I am pretty sure that we are fluctuating on gravitational field mirages. And so every time that you are photographed, it solidifies something in the past so that entropy reduces. And so facial recognition really annoys the shit out of me. And gravitational field mirages is my original theory. I'm very proud of it. I never really did the math. I probably could at this point, but because I've been thinking about it so long. I used to be pretty decent in math. I was never like great or anything, but you know, I did write a time-derived differential probability to calculate how to encounter green lights so that I can increase my fuel mileage. That's one other way that I was able to get like fucking sticky. It's another way. It's still bent. You know, with all that pressure I added? That's how I was able to get 42 miles to the gallon on my Jeep. Partially. What? Are you kidding me? I should just buy a new case. The Arc in Lakewood had a lot of phone cases that were donated. I had a really cool one with a world map on it for my old phone. Loved that case. It wasn't drop safe, but it was so cool. It had an atlas on it. I guess not technically an atlas, but I just wanted to say that word. Seriously, it still didn't dry? Just a drop. Just another drop. Just another drop. And I gotta quit being so weird. People are gonna think I'm crazy. I am definitely crazy, but in a good way, I think. I hope anyway. Eccentric in a good way. Unlike the guy that used to work at Dollar Tree, thankfully he's gone. That guy was a giant piece of shit. He was like fake eccentric. Like he thought that he was really eccentric and fun. He was not at all. He would openly talk shit about the managers and employees and stuff, and then be like really quirky. Like he came up to me once and he just goes like this with his face. I almost punched him. Like you don't do that. You don't get that like, and then he just goes like right up to me. I'm like, you're lucky I have reflex capacity and I'm not on trigger mode. Otherwise, you would be on the ground. Like, motherfucker. And then he was really fucking like loud and eccentric, but not in a good way. A very bad way. Very, very bad way. Absolutely hated that guy. He was disrespectful about an old employee that used to work at Dollar General. And she's, oh my god. I burned my right hand. I was really drunk last night. I remember why I did it. Gotta pop all these blisters before they get bad. I always pop my blisters. It helps them scar better. But this woman, she worked at Dollar General, and she's always been kind of weird. I think she might be a bit autistic, but she's a very good manager. She works really hard. Like, she's always been really kind, but sort of vacant too, you know. how those people are. And he would talk shit about her to me. I just wanted him gone. Like, because when she worked at Dollar General, the manager and owner at that time, his name's Steve, I think. He was always so fucking kind to me. He would just like, he was just awesome. The guy would always just talk to me. We would like joke around and laugh together, and sometimes he would give me a free bag of chips. And everybody loved him. All the employees loved him. But he sold the store and he quit. And I asked her where he went. And supposedly he went to work somewhere else downtown. I've been meaning to go down and say hi to him. If he would even recognize me. People recognize me because of my hat. Anyway, he got her that job to manage Dollar Tree. He's the person that like gave her a referral and stuff. She's a really good manager, but people struggle to sustain in Estes Park. You have to have a supplementary income. You can't just work at Dollar Tree and afford living in Estes Park. It's not possible. You either work for room and board, and you're a seasonal worker. Often you're from another country or from out of state. And that's how Estes Park functions. That's how people survive here. Is because they have to be like predatorial over others. When I moved here, I worked for free. I was just happy to be here. I was so happy. I worked hard too at the Elkhorn. I did anything they asked me. And I never took paychecks, nothing. All I wanted was food and a place to sleep, and I will work my ass off to be in this just beautiful hand-built lodge. Though one time, I did ask to be paid because I was going to take a road trip. They didn't pay me, so I stole the money from the thing. There was $100 left in. Came back and apologized for it, but after our road trip to Los Angeles. But, I think I gave like the manager's daughters. Yeah. I gave them a ride back to Nebraska because they were from Nebraska. Just for free, just because I was going back home anyway, bringing stuff from back home. And I don't know. The little girl, she was 12. You know how young girls can be. They, they get infatuated. Beautiful eyes. She has gorgeous eyes. Big eyes. But, I'm 20 at that time, so I'm 8 years older than her. And, there were rumors around that, not her, but there was another young girl too, that she was having sex with, like, guys that were, like, 30, 40, and hooking up just with everybody around. She was a really cool girl, though. And so that's why I'm so controversial about it, is that she was intelligent. She was making conscious choices. She knew what she was doing. She didn't care. But I'm not like that. I can admire the female form at any age because form is a physicality. It's like, a flower versus another flower. When it blooms, it's the most beautiful. And so, but I haven't touched a woman in My hand is really swollen. I've been punching stuff. That's why. Could be the burns. I'm scarring these knuckles. That's why, to reduce sensitivity over time. It's skin armor. In case I have to ever fight again. No, I'm looking for a gym. I want to go to a boxing ring or a martial arts dojo or something. Studio, dojo, whatever you call them. Sometimes they're called studios, sometimes they're called dojos. I think dojo's Japanese, though. It's Japanese based, right? There's a hall or place for immersive learning, experimental learning, or meditation. This is traditionally in the field of martial arts. Yeah, in Japanese. But you can use it universally. It doesn't have to be for just like karate, or it's anywhere that you practice martial arts can be considered a dojo. That's English for you. You use other languages like that.